WEFM, the clean, fresh sound. Activated mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Yo, Rajiv.
Welcome back, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It is 9:24. It is time for our Talk to Me segment, or open forum, if you may, where you call in and we talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about this morning. The number to call is 457-9997. Also, the number to WhatsApp 457-9997. We're live on YouTube and Facebook at WFM99SVG. And if you're just joining us, you're listening to Ariane with me. It's Christal, and we are activated mornings this morning.
Good morning.
Now,
welcome back.
One thing I want to discuss this morning for sure is, and the topic is immediately, do people treat men's sexual assault the same as women, and should they? Now, where is this coming from? Actor Michael Rainey Jr. Now, you might not know him by his name, Michael Rainey Jr., but you may know him by Tyreek from the series Power. Now, what he did was, as you know, new media is becoming more and more prevalent, and he went on to a streaming platform. Usually these streamers go on Twitch or whatever platform they use, and sometimes they stream for 24 hours, 48, 72 hours, and they do a bunch of challenges, different things, and we see more and more celebrities getting involved. We see Kevin Hart and Kai Cenat streaming for 24 hours. We see Nicki Minaj. We see a bunch of celebrities on these streams, and Michael Rainey Jr. was one of them. He went on to the Tyler Show, a streaming broadcast by Tyler James, and he has over 100,000 followers there, and I'm talking about the Tyrell James. Now, while Tyreek, and I'm going to use Tyreek since we're more familiar with Tyreek, while Tyreek was there, James's sister walked up to him and groped him. Now, there were 3 children present, and it's not something that you would have seen unless you were actually looking at the interaction, because the children were actually blocking out the action, but you could see the discomfort on Rainey's face, Tyreek's face. And the video, the clip, immediately started circulating on social media. So I'm reading from USA Today. A video that circulated on social media showing Rainey standing in a room full of people during the stream when a woman appears to grab his crotch, making him visibly uncomfortable. The woman's hand is obscured in the footage by 2 young children. This is an unfortunate situation that I do not condone in any way, the actor said, making a post on Instagram. I can't take it lightly because I know I would be in serious trouble if the roles were reversed. He added that the fact is sexual assault is never okay regardless of gender or status. We're all human and we should respect each other. Most importantly, we should respect ourselves. Now, as you know, 50 Cent is one of the producers, writers of Power and the Power series, the Power Book series. 50 Cent took to social media and said, wait, sexual assault? From a male perspective, this was an aggressive advance. 50 Cent said, LOL, he is fine, no charges are being pressed. What are your thoughts?
Sexual assault is sexual assault regardless of the gender that does it, right? If the roles was flipped in terms of gender, a man did it to a woman, oh my goodness me, the entire world and all the ants under the ground will know about it, and within a matter of seconds there'll be some charge or whatever. The difference in gender, however, clearly highlights a bias which really and truly shouldn't exist, but it does. And I think some men who ignore it, as 50 Cent alluded to it, they ignore it because of a couple of reasons. One of them is because they actually like it. that lends itself to the biased nature. And unfortunately, when men who don't appreciate the wrongdoing start talking, the men that want that to happen to them or like it, they kind of cast them aside and makes it more difficult for them to get justice.
It's interesting you said that. Yes, I had a similar situation happen to me. I speak about it a lot because it didn't traumatize me, but it annoyed me greatly. When I was in Taiwan, a girl was drunk somewhere. Well, it was a bar actually, and took an umbrella and poked me in the crotch. And I'm with a group of people, and I tell them, and they're like, "Oh, you should just let it go." Like, And I tell my friends in group chat, and they're like, "Oh, the girl just shooting a shot." Meanwhile, I'm there thinking, should I make a police report? Because if this girl that did this and I hit her backhanded slap, it would have been, this man is beating on this woman. If it is that I make a report, why is he so soft? What's going on here? And it's always viewed, a man assaulting a woman is sexual assault, 100% wrong. Put him under the jail. A woman assaulting a man, oh, she's just shooting his shot. She's just trying to get her chance at him. And men tend to generally accept it because they have their own trauma, or they have been socialized to believe that anytime a woman makes an advance on you, it's okay because women don't make advances. So no matter how they do it, it is correct. That's why this situation, I am overjoyed to see majority women saying, "Hey, what's happening here? What kind of nonsense happened? Nah, you need to press charges." Even when James made the apology, like, nope, James and his sister, both of them, you need to take them to court. And I'm glad to hear that that's how people view it.
Yeah, because it's wrong. It's wrong. And then you can't come and say that men shouldn't do it to women. When you are accepting it from the woman's perspective, it's wrong. But I'm trying to figure, like, why would a woman want to just like go and grab a man's? It's not yours.
But
not
you
yours.
know, I think especially in this situation, it's when people see stars. So it's the same way that
Like knockout stars. Like, knockout stars. What do you mean, see stars?
No, celebrities. When people see celebrities, they try to touch them. They try to do all kind of different things. There was a video of Sexy Red, how security actually punching a security guard for a club because when she passed, a security guard tapped her on the buttocks.
Oh yeah, punch indeed.
And our security was on top of it. So it was security versus security in there. And the security was 100% right. It's the same like the situation with Sukiana. Now, because you hear these women perform, remember an artist art. So even if you see them in a short pants or a short skirt, it does not mean that this is your invitation. And I'm saying that to say, I feel like that is the same way that women react to Method Man, Morris Chestnut. Celebrities that women generally find attractive, there will be that one who will try to make an advance. Even Safari. When Safari on the videos and whatever going around Safari, and women are like, oh, that's what he's walking with. There will be one person who wants to take it a tad further. But why is it that we do not treat the assault the same?
I'm gonna bring in a point I raised just now. Could we ask men to stop accepting these things too? Because that could be part of the problem.
I would love it. Well, listen, when my friend said that to me, and I was so pissed. Like, really? There was literally like two people like, no, no. That's tough human behavior. You so desperate to have somebody touch you. You will be you happy being touched inappropriately. Somebody that you do not know.
Touching your private.
Did you see the clip?
I don't want to see it.
He looks so uncomfortable. The thing is, you can't see the action, right? Because and that's the other thing. Children were in the room.
She was in a zone by herself.
And you could see he's visibly uncomfortable with the situation, but it's happening, and he's like, okay, trying to move her hand. And that's a normal thing.
Oh no. Don't do that. You're embarrassing me, lady. Don't do that. But it happens. And some men don't even talk about it either.
Yeah.
Boy,
It happens all over the world because as soon as a man talks about it, what happened? You gay? Why you not pleased with this?
It's supposed
When
to.
women sexually assault young men, teenagers, old women having sex with teenagers and all kind of thing. And the minute Bow Wow, when Bow Wow spoke out and wanted to press charges against his former manager, it was what's wrong with him? Like he getting to sleep with an older woman, he should happy.
So toxic. It's crazy. It's so toxic.
Mm-hmm.
So toxic. I don't know. Some people wild, yes.
And it's funny enough that this happened 1 week before Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And I'm glad that I see you saying Tyreek.
Yes, all right.
Okay.
It's all right. Let's take a call. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hey caller, good morning.
Story time.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, I love that. Hello.
Yes, we're
Hi,
hearing you.
go
We're hearing you.
ahead. Let's hear.
Yes, Christal. I was about to say, if somebody do Dave Roberts like that, a woman, I was saying, if a woman do me something like that, how should I react?
Mm-hmm.
Because, and let me say this, just like you have desperate men, you have desperate women, and sometimes we forget that we are all human beings. So, these things are a surprise to me, but some of us won't want to talk about these things, right? But there's a bias where this is concerned because you hear what President Trump used to do them women. You see a woman and you grab on and she touch her, what you call it there. And that's all fine and dandy. And that same man is running for presidency. Oh boy, what a world it is. I'll go on. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right.
So if you want to call us, 457-9997. WhatsApp is also 457-9997. And we're live on Facebook and YouTube at WEFM 99 SVG.
Yeah, so again, 50 Cent said, wait, sexual assault. From a male perspective, this is aggressive advance. He's fine, no charges are being pressed. Now, a variety of commentators took 50 to task and were saying men can be assaulted too, normalize the discussion, wrote one user. Another told the mogul, bad take, he was clearly uncomfortable. Roles reversed, it would be nasty work. At the time of writing, it was not clear if charges had been pressed. 50th comment come after the 23-year-old, and he's 23-year-old, and he is Jamaican American, by the way. So he's from the Caribbean, and he said, yes, he's still in shock. He said, we're all human and we should respect each other. Most importantly, we should respect ourselves. This
Was she nasty though?
Anyway, James also took to social media to address his sister's part in what led to Rainey Jr.'s uncomfortable reaction and abrupt departure from their live stream. Oh, yes, he had left. He left after.
Of course.
Saying that the energy shifted and it made him feel a way. James added that while he's around celebrities, often the same isn't true for his sister. Though he didn't outright condemn his siblings' behavior, he did assure that he'll check her. Rainey's work on Power Book 2 Ghost has come to an end for now as the final season is set to air. Well, it already started airing. The actor recently spoke to Complex about looking forward to a new chapter in his career after 10 years in the Power universe. It just disgusting, man. I think we have
him sort of subliminally justifying his sister's
it sounds like that
thing in comes as no surprise. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What you guys just say about 50 Cent then?
50 Cent basically condoned the action. He posted on Instagram and he said, what sexual assault? From a male perspective, this is an aggressive advance. LOL, he's fine, no charges are being pressed.
But did somebody accuse him of a sexual assault?
Oh, you reached late.
No, you didn't hear. Okay. The star Tyreek for Power Book 2, who was also in the original Power, Michael Rainey Jr., Jamaican American, a young lady, and he's 23 years old, by the way. A young lady groped him on a live stream, and 50 Cent was commenting on it.
You know, you just remind me of 50 Cent. One time he was performing at Summer Jam, Hot 97 Summer Jam, and he didn't get the love that from the crowd. R. Kelly was also supposed to perform. I think R. Kelly was supposed to close the show. So he get angry. He said, what you guys want to? You want to see that child molester R. Kelly?
Wow.
And then years later, he did a song with R. Kelly together. I said, what? So that's crazy, man. But 50 Cent has a loose mouth. He just say anything that comes to his mouth, you know? He just says anything. And he has some bit of arrogance with him. I think one time he go by his baby mother and saw his baby mother living with another guy, and he go there and just start smashing up the house, smash up the TV, all kind of stuff. It cost $6,000 in damages. You know, 50 Cent is arrogant sometimes. I don't know if money go to his head or sometimes, you know, the money that he have go to his head. But anyway, he have that classic album from 2003, Get Rich and Die Trying. That was one of the best rap albums, I think, of, you know. Well, it's not the best rap album ever made, but there's so many tracks on there that still get plays 21 years later.
Balance, man, balance.
All right, have a good morning. Bye-bye.
Thank you, same to you.
Yeah, so the focus isn't on 50 Cent. The focus is the assault that took place. And it now that that Queens was talking there, it reminded me of Kevin Gates. When Kevin Gates was performing, a woman grabbed his crotch and he kicked her in the face. And a lot of people were saying that's he took it too far. And I think he ended up either being fined or jailed for that. But
I could take the fine for protecting myself.
I wouldn't take the fine. You grabbing me where?
It's crazy.
In public, I would have taken the fine. Whole lot. Carry it home. Carry it home with you tonight. You want to take things that don't belong to you? Carry this home with you tonight. Come on.
Like,
well, it's probably alcohol as well, but it has no justification.
Yeah, but we cannot be hypocritical about these things, right? Sexual assault is sexual assault.
Exactly.
If you are against or you stand up for women's rights, you're supposed to, in the same vein, stand up for men's rights too. I think some people out there hide behind different guises because they genuinely hate men. So even if it's justifiable what men are asking for and what men deserve, they will be like, oh no, because they, like, deep down they hate men. But men are not supposed to be sexual assaulted and groped and all these things because they're private, their bodies are their bodies too, right? And it's a private part, right? Just like the female anatomy. We are not supposed to be touched in certain ways. Men are not supposed to be touched in certain ways. So men like that, that's them. That is them. They will accept certain things, just as some women will accept certain things. But as that does not give you the right to way or the gateway to do things and get away with it. And then comments to justify it, like alcohol. If you can't hold it, liquor, don't drink it.
Don't touch nobody, especially people you don't know. Don't touch people inappropriately. Come on.
I touched a guy's leg once. An
Congrats.
auntie's leg. It was many years ago, by the way. It was a couple years ago. He was on stage and I was like, ah! I'm like, wait, is that your, oh, sorry. Is that your leg? I'm like, oh, I'm never doing this again.
You see, I think like artists welcome that. If they're at front stage and someone's touching the shoe or the leg, their hand, but
don't ask me how my hand
not inappropriately. That wasn't inappropriate at all. Yeah, so that's where the problem comes in. But it is 9:42. We're gonna break for community dateline at this moment.